Good day, Commissioners. Let me first start out by saying that according to NOAA Fisheries, 80% of your fingerling offshore fish start their life in shore tidal estuaries, sometimes in low salinities bordering on fresh water. See, like the freshwater fish, the Gulf fisheries, just like I bring to light the destruction of marine life to include fingerling, snapper, and grouper with aquatic pesticides. These chemicals have labels that say toxic to marine life, toxic to marine invertebrates and organisms, and without a doubt are detrimental to offshore fingerlings in the tidal estuaries. According to FWC NPDES report, here is a short list of tidal waters noting their illegal treatments on the East Coast, starting in the Nassau River with the tributaries feeding into that and going onward to the tidal part of the Upper St. Johns. Then we have the Guyana River area that have had their aquatic pesticide treatments. Waters from the Tillman tieback canal drain directly into the Indian River Lagoon that harbor a large array of marine life to include snapper and grouper fingerling. Numerous aquatic pesticides were used that have a long lifespans that are flushed into this marine environment. No surprise, we have lost marine plants, and snapper and grouper fingerling require this habitat habitat with labels that warn of toxicity to marine plants. We go further south to the St. Lucie River, where FWC records the treatments directly into the tidal waters, plus the overflow treatments from Port St. Lucie. Same problem in this environment, sensitive marine habitat. I could go on, but you get my drift on this. Perhaps at some point restrictions on snapper and grouper could go back to the old days if we allowed the fingerlings to live. This is where you need to start your science, is in there. You know, I've never seen anything going on about where you're doing science on these fingerlings in any of your literature or up here. It all requires federal laws putting these pesticides in the waters, in the flowing tidal waters. No need to, as Governor DeSantis...
Jim, if you could wrap up, please.
Okay, I got one sentence here. As Governor DeSantis said in a broadcast the other day, your science is failing. As you could see in the handouts, I use the same thing Governor DeSantis does, the NOAA.
All right. Thank you, Jim.